If you develop a hand-drawn art style and post on TikTok and do that for a few years, then you can revisit your art over years. TikTok has a feature where you can revisit the day a year ago or multiple years ago. And if your art style has developed or remained constant, well, there's a market for both. If you can tag your art in a way that you're comfortable with and in a way that can be marketed, someone who's looking for that will be able to buy your art if they can. If they can't buy your art, then they can't buy your art. And there are places where you can sell your art, and it can become more likely for someone to buy physical art if you print it and if you make it available digitally. And there are new options with that too. One of the artists in my ecosystem recently had an art show and was on TV. I think that's cool, and I wouldn't necessarily recommend someone copy that sequence because they'd be doing it to copy what I just said. But that is possible and a good idea. One reason you would buy art from an artist is to have a story associated with that piece. At least something to wonder how the style was developed over time, to wonder how the style will continue to develop. And also, now we have new technologies where we can extend art pieces into stories. So with lore.land and texture.website, I'm going to be exploring how stories can be told with art. I've met hundreds of artists, hundreds of authors. I recommend spending some time on Book Talk. I also recommend checking out my TikTok profile today. Sometimes I make so many videos that the old ones can get buried, and recently, the earlier videos from my Kickstarter launch were posted. Also a video walking through some client work and some thoughts about e-commerce. Most people aren't going to check my profile, and they aren't going to know what's possible, and some of the things that are possible are easy and possible for them to do as well. I'm recommending making videos so you can return to them in a year, and that's something that anyone can do. And if you don't know how to do that, then you won't, and that's okay. But also, an advantage of having videos about websites that I've developed is that the videos exist, and if the websites change, that's fine, but I can return to a space where there was that design, and I can wonder about what it meant. I appreciate that there are creative relationships that I can reflect on and continue wondering about and feel comfortable wondering about. So I encourage you, as you check out some of my older work, to consider starting a project with me. I'm doing like a founder launch, multiverse founders launch. Storytelling with websites and a relationship with a 15-year career. How does that sound? My relationship with web development as my 15-year career has matured. Is that weird? Who is my career to me? Cheers.